I'm Charlotte Watts. Welcome to one of a few clips from my yoga sessions within my monthly online membership Calm Club, which is a wealth of nutrition, mindfulness, yoga, movement, resources and self-inquiry, monthly themes through workshops. So I hope you enjoy these practices, a real chance to slow down, to feel yoga as meditation, as a route to embodied awareness, to really feeling what we need, deep listening and responding from the needs of our body rather than constant expectations from the mind. So I hope you enjoy.
Hello. For this main practice this month, we're going to be doing a sequence which allows us to soothe by standing up from the ground. So it's very important to be able to come to the ground, curl into a fetal position, to come to a place of safety and where we can open up to vulnerability. But we also need that feeling that we have strength through the legs, that we can very palpably ground down and feel that protection of being able to run away or stand our ground. And that gives us a really innate sense of safety, that we have an innate sense of self-protection. So we're going to do this sequence, coming into strong positions and then having time to come back to a place where we can reflect internally. It's not reflecting in a thinking about sense, but reflecting in terms of what we feel in our body, letting things settle so that our breath embeds that sense of safety and not a sense that our practice is another source of stress. So we're going to start in Tadasana, and I always practice Tadasana, heels under the hips as a stable position rather than feet together, which can be quite destabilizing across the lower back. So this is the place where we can most efficiently rise up from the ground. And if you can, close your eyes. There's a real sense of being in your body. And just move your toes around. Have a sense of your feet on the earth. There's a sense of your feet as they are, the size they are in the here and now, and how you then grow up from that connection. Not needing to go anywhere, not needing to be anywhere, but right here on your place on the ground. And just noticing your breath as it naturally rises up through the center line. There's a natural lengthening up through the spine with each inhalation. And we keep that lift, we hold that lift without effort, and the exhale allowing us to soften down the outer skin, soften the jaw away from the skull, and soften the shoulders away from the ears. And very gently just start to move onto the sides of your feet. So if you notice I'm moving my hips, my head is staying pretty much above my feet. The sway comes from the hips. And then as you move the hip across, coming onto the sides of that same foot, the insides of the other. So we're opening up the side channels of the body, but also just feeling that sense of trust where you move to the edge of the boundary where you balance, and then you feel that your body draws you back into center. And we're also waking up the nerve endings on our feet here, really waking up how we sense up from the ground. Just a few more there. And I'll be coming back to center. Now keeping your gaze, called a drishti in yoga, steady focus point of gaze on one point. So that steadiness of mind, really gathered in by a steadiness of focus. And then we're going to start to just lift up onto the heels, inhaling up, exhaling down. So it is natural to wobble. It's how we balance, twitch muscles, drawing us into center. And if you feel you have your balance, you can start to lift, inhaling up, exhaling down. Letting your breath flow. So another facet of balance is not holding ourselves rigidly, but letting yourself move like a tree in the wind. Lovely. One more time. Holding that there, drawing up through the belly, front of the spine to draw you up. And exhale all the way down again. We're going to take a side plank movement, so moving to that same way that we did before onto the legs, this time keeping all of the feet onto the ground. So we're going to roll down one side, lift up the other arm into a side flank, and then draw all the way back to centre, and then lift up the other side. So opening up the sides of the body, in between the ribs, sides of the spine. So if we come into bigger postures where we're opening here, we've made things pliable already, hydrated, so that we're not pushing into tension in the body. And the middle here, we're going to come to one where we inhale up as we did before onto the balls of the feet, exhale down, and then taking that side flank move, reaching down your thigh, all the way to the middle. Inhale up in the centre. Those are very focusing movements. Very good for cognitive function. And having to stay attentive. Very, very difficult to balance if your mind is off elsewhere. Lovely. Last side motion. Come back to centre, reaching right up. Interlink your fingers here, turn your palms to the sky and reach. Do bring your heels down if you need, but letting yourself breathe into your focus and just trusting. Lovely, exhale all the way down and round. Just soften off your knees. A bit of a crack in the ankles like that. And then just let yourself twist a little. So you can open your legs from side to side. You notice I'm kind of twisting into it, moving my feet as I go. So it's the whole leg is just moving into free movement all the way up. And feeling how you're just arranging yourself naturally around the centre.